back to Women's View. Remember that this is the show that keeps you entertained and capture everything that's happened around the world. And the topic of the day, we are going to discuss about cancer awareness. We have a guest. She's going to tell us about her story. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much, Brenda. As you have heard, I am Nancy Munyiri. I am a cancer survivor.
Yeah.
So, in the year 2020, during Corona time, that is the when I received this, can I call it bad news or good news? It was a bit, there was a stigma because of Corona.
Corona, yeah.
So kila mtu hakuwa anataka kwenda hospitali in case of anything. By then I was having severe pain in my left breast. Even though I had that severe pain, I had this stigma of going to the hospital to be diagnosed.
Yeah.
So nika buy time. After buying time, it was in the month of February 2020, and I made a decision to go to the hospital in March. So I made a decision to go to the hospital. Yeah, before I had informed my pastor what I was going through, and he was continually praying for me. He was encouraging me with the word of God, the word of promises. So also he guided me to go to the hospital. He told me even to go to the hospital is a faith.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
He told me, Nancy, God wants to teach you faith. So I stepped forward and I went to the hospital. I went to another, what do you call it, nursing home in Parklands. First of all, when you go there, they demanded for ultrasound.
So sorry to ask you, so did it at one point hit in your mind that this can be cancer, or you just said, maybe let me just wait, it can be something else because you're feeling the pain, you don't know what is it, or you just said, let me just go, if it's cancer it's okay, or if it's not,
It never clicked in my mind. Because most of the people say that cancer does not pain. And in my case,
you had pain.
I had pain in my breast. So I had no idea whether I can get cancer or not. I was going freely for checkup. So the doctor whom I met there, he told me, Nancy, good of it, your breast is aching. So this might not be cancer. So he was encouraging me. So after that, he told me to go for ultrasound. Ultrasound, it came that my tumor was becoming bigger and bigger. So it was around 3.5 centimeter. The tumor now, the size of the tumor. The shape of the breast had not changed. So the change of breast is one sign of cancer. So mine, it was in the
just
position.
Okay,
it was okay. The skin was okay. There was no discharge in nipple. So even him, he was comfortable. He had a convenient.
It can be something else.
It can be something else. It does not mean that even if you have a tumor in your breast, it can be cancer. No, that is not the case. So after that, he sent me for the further examination because like mammogram, when you are done mammogram, it always detects whether it is cancer or not. So I went for mammogram. I was done mammogram, but the result was it might be mastitis. And you know very well I was not breastfeeding. So even I asked the doctor, how comes this is I'm not breastfeeding?
There's no production of milk.
That is it. So I told him, mastitis. He gave me a very strong antibiotic. He told me, you just go home and wait for 2 good weeks. Then after that, you can come back. So I went home. I took my medication for about 2 weeks. It was hectic because it was very strong to me because by then my body was becoming weaker because of the situation. The situation ilikuwa imejificha ndani yangu.
Sasa imeenda kulipuliwa na hizo antibiotic.
Antibiotic. So I started vomiting. Within 1 week, I was having 78 kgs. Within 1 week, I lost 5 good kgs.
Now you are 73.
Yes. 3 kgs. I was 78, I became 75. So after going back, they told me, Nancy, it seems you have a good progress. Because even the tumor, ilikuwa imeshrink kiasi. I don't know what happened. I don't know whether cancer can shrink or not. But even
miracle.
hata daktari alisema, it seems it might not be cancer. Kwa sababu cancer yes it can shrink because of antibiotic.
Pia wao wanafanyanga guesswork.
Yeah, they do guesswork.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So nikatumwa kwa one of their surgeon. This surgeon he traumatized me. He said, Nancy, it seems now because you have a good progress kwa sababu imereduce. But now venye tutakufanyia ni we can chop your breast.
Directly?
He was very
he
was
very rude. Actually, he was very rude. So even we can chop your breast. After that, we can decide on what to do.
How was your reaction now?
So for me, I had no fear in my heart because of the fellowship which I was having with my pastor. So after that, akaniambia the best thing to do is to go for biopsy. I have a sister.
So this doctor was saying you have to chop your breast,
Yes.
but he has not confirmed
No,
yet
whether
if
it
it's
is cancer or not.
Yeah.
Alikuwa nabahatisha tu. Unaona?
Ni hao madaktari wanaambia mtu unakufa in the next 1 hour.
That is it. But for me, I had no fear in my heart. So after alisema ati when I chop my breast, I talked to one of my elder sister who is a nurse in Kirogoya District Hospital. So akaniambia, you should not worry. That is something very small. So let me refer you to another doctor who is in Kenyatta, a qualified surgeon, so that he can examine you better in a better way.
Yeah, sure.
So that we can know clearly whether it is cancer
or not.
or not.
Yeah.
So nikaenda kwa huyu daktari, alikuwa Kenyatta. So after kwenda kwake, he was very kind to me. Akaniambia, this might be not cancer. If it is cancer nowadays, cancer is treatable.
Wow.
So there is nothing to worry.
So friendly.
So friendly. But inside, in my heart, I had this confidence. Even if it might be cancer, for me, cancer is nothing to me.
Wow. So the heart was so prepared.
Yeah, the heart was prepared.
Your heart was very positive.
Yes.
So ulikuwa umeamua chenye kitakuja,
Kenye kitatokea,
yeah.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, sure.
So nikafanyiwa biopsy. I was told to wait for 2 weeks for the result to come out. Cancer, yani cancer ukifanyiwa wakikudiagnose na cancer, they take 2 good weeks for result to come out. So after those 2 good weeks, I was not in a panic. So I waited. The day I was supposed to go and correct my result, my sister called me. I think the doctor had
informed her.
Informed her
Yeah,
that your sister
akona cancer,
breast cancer. So my sister called me. So she told me, you are supposed to go today on Friday, but doctor has told me you go on Monday because he want to do any others other tests.
Test, yeah.
So usiende leo. Nikawa na a lot of question in my heart. I called her again. Nikamuuliza, ai, na huyu daktari amekuambia.
Mbona amekupigia wewe?
Mbona amekupigia? I'm the patient.
Yeah.
So akaniambia hapana, alinipigia ili usichoke kwenda hospitali. So nikamwambia I don't know what I'm guessing. Hata kama itakuwa ni cancer. For me, I'm not of my own. I told her. I'm not of my own. Even if the results are out and I have cancer, for sure, I don't have cancer.
I love that spirit.
Because we have the doctor's report.
Yeah.
And
What about God?
God's report, yeah.
Mungu anasema aje?
Aje,
I was telling her like this. So akaniambia, my sister, it seems I'm the one who is sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
You are not sick. Nikamwambia,
Ukamchallenge.
nikamchallenge. I'm not of my own. For me, I don't have cancer. Nikamwambia, I quoted the Bible. Every man is a liar.
Yeah.
Only God who
Yeah,
is true.
yeah, true.
So I told her, doctor is a man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I will not rely with his report that I have cancer. Yes, for me, I'm not sick. I'm well. I'm healthy. So I was telling her like this. So I heard my sister crying behind the phone now.
The phone, yeah.
She cried for about 20 minutes. I told her, my sister, don't cry. Don't cry. Even if
Now you are the one who is cancelling her.
even if doctor amesema niko na cancer, for me I'm not sick. Yes. Mungu anasema I'm not sick. So we planned. So now the Monday, hiyo siku ya Monday, kuenda with my other sister, ili tuende tukasikize daktari.
Daktari, yeah.
So tukatoka home. Tukaenda sasa kwa huyu surgeon mwenye aliniambia hata kama ni cancer, should not worry about it. So tukaenda, after kwenda akaniambia akaanza kunifanya counseling hapo. But for me, I was telling him,
okay, yeah.
I was okay. I was saying, doctor, I'm not sick. How now you are saying I'm sick?
Sick, yeah.
In fact, I remember I told him, I don't live in the world of time. I am living in the world of God. In the world of eternity. In the world of God, there is no sickness. But to him, he was like, this lady must be crazy. Amechizi. Kwa sababu ameambiwa ako na cancer.
Because many people, when we hear about cancer, the first thing which comes in their mind is death.
Yeah, is death.
Yeah. So nimeona healing process starts with the heart. Then when you overcome it through the heart, physically you heal.
True.
Yeah.
True. So akaniambia, hey Nancy, you must have a great faith. Nikamwambia, yes.
Not just faith, great faith.
I told him, I'm a great woman of faith.
Yeah.
Because I'm saved. I don't have sin. Even sin you don't have. I told him, yes, even sin I don't have. Jesus took away everything in my life. He took away my sin. He took away my sickness, my pain, my sorrows. He was saying,
I'm sure even he called your sister.
yes. So ni kama nimechizi. So after that akasema, immediately we are going to start treatment.
Yeah.
Because ukidiagonisiwa cancer mapema, the earlier the better. Yeah. So after being diagnosed, even the treatment inakuwa very easy.
Okay.
Yeah. So he told me we are going to start with the chemotherapy. We are going to start with surgery. Because there is process. After being diagnosed with cancer, there is process.
Okay.
Either they start with chemotherapy or they start with surgery. So my surgeon suggested that he will start with surgery. But after some times, like 1 week, he changed because my breast ilikuwa imeanza kudimple. Ile kama machungwa. So akasema hatuwezi tukaanza with the surgery because the skin of the breast ime change. Si kushrink.
Black.
No. imeanza kuwa na kama machungwa.
Okay, dot.
Dimpling. Kama machungwa. So akasema hatutaanza na surgery. Tutaanza na chemotherapy. So nikaandikiwa 8 session of chemotherapy. Akaniambia tutaanza with chemotherapy. After chemotherapy, we go for surgery. Then after that, blah, blah, blah. So inside my heart, it was not easy, by the way. Treatment of cancer.
And also it's expensive.
Very expensive. It was not easy, the treatment itself. I remember very well, it was during July. Time kuna kuanga na baridi sana. Na hizo madawa za treatment inakuanga imetoka direct from fridge. You can imagine.
Okay.
The drug is very cold. The weather is not favorable at all. Yeah.
And you are taking it like
And
every
you are
day.
not strong.
No, after every 3 weeks. There is no we can take it on a daily basis.
Not
Chemotherapy, it can kill you. Yeah, it is not an easy treatment. So I was going after every 3 weeks. Unaenda session 1. Na in between kama kuna issue, tuseme your immunity imeenda chini, lazima treatment ina stop. Yes.
Kwanza ugain.
You gain. Na in case your blood count is low, wana stop. Ili uweze kuwa na damu ya kutosha.
So what does hiyo immunity yako inareduciwa na nini? Ama nini inafanya immunity?
Treatment. Yeah.
Ndio
ina reduce the immunity.
Na nini ina boost sasa ndio irudi alafu uanze treatment? Or the food maybe you eat?
No, not food. Kuna injection wanakuduga for 3 days. So wana boost your immunity. Na kama huna damu, inahafu uwekwe damu. Ama ukure vizuri, wakupatia duration of time, you eat well, then you come back.
Okay.
But for me, I was lucky. I was blessed. Because isipokuwa tu one time, during my 4th chemo, hiyo immunity ilienda chini. But blood count haikuwa ienda chini. From session 1 to session 8. God gave me grace.
I remember your word. You said you don't live for yourself.
Yes.
So God himself was living for you.
For sure. God was living for me. So wenye tulikuwa tunaenda na wao hospitali, walikuwa naenda chemo ya kwanza, then the second chemo, they don't have blood, their immunity is low. So the more uko na his challenges on your way, the more duration of treatment
inakuwa ndefu.
Yeah, inakuwa ndefu. But for me, God gave me grace. That session, ilimaliza tu, ilienda tu for 6 months yenye inahitajika. Sikuenda beyond.
Okay, viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. We'll be right back with more. She's going to tell us more zile chakula alikuwa anakula to get the strong immunity. Keep the SMS coming at 21144 and all the comment all our social media platform at ZBS TV Africa. Stay tuned.